Hello, I'm doing a review of the Q Sprite, which is a fake Furby Furbling. In terms of size, this is the original Furby. This is a Kiwi Furby of mine. His name's Aristeos. But this is the size comparison. I don't have an actual Furby Furbling to compare it to, but I do have this, so that is the size difference. I think this is also bigger than the Furby Furbling as well. In terms of the materials and what it's made of, it's acrylic fur. This is the pink version. It's quite short and it's a little bit thin, as you can see the mesh in some spots, so it's a bit thin, but like that, you get what you pay for. The ears are made of silicone, and I feel like a baby could probably chew through this thin part, so I wouldn't give it to a baby just because it's quite thin there. Like they could chew, yeah, they could chew through it there. The tail is made of this is the same mesh that's underneath the fur, this part of the tail, and they've just sewn some, again, faux fur obviously, like acrylic, onto the end of the tail to make it look like the Furby Furbling's tail. I haven't actually seen one in real life, I've only seen pictures. Again, the feet are made of silicone, but they're a bit thicker than the ears, so I don't think a kid could chew this off, but this part is quite thin. I would not give it to a small child. The bottom of it just has a little hole to screw, with a screwdriver to open it. When you screw it, the screw doesn't actually come out, which is good, so you won't lose the screw. I opened it before to put batteries in it. So the box itself came with the Furbling or the Q Sprite or whatever it's called. It came with this little keychain strap thing to put on the top of it. Again, I have small hands, and this is how big it is on my wrist, so it's for children, so I don't think a normal sized adult hound would get through it. So probably you attach your own one of these if you wanted, if your hands are a bit larger, or again you could just use this to hang it on the bag, so you could just do a slip knot or something. It also came with tiny instructions. This is all of the instructions you get. There's no real safety information or anything. Small parts not for children under 3. That's the safety warning it has. So this is about the app on this side, and this is the instructions for what the different buttons do here, which I'll go into later, and the QR code for getting the app. I tried the QR code today. It did open, however, the app's not available in Australia, so I have no idea what the app really does, and I can't tell you about it. So if you're in Australia and you have an iPhone, the app does not currently work. I don't know if it ever has. It just says not available in your region. So in order to turn it on, you have to press one of the buttons for a little bit, and then it'll turn on. So I'll just try this button here. Wait. So it does a cute little song when it turns on. So it's got these 2 buttons here. So this button just makes a camera shutter noise, which I think the button on the left hand side. So the left hand side button just makes a camera noise. I think it's connected to the app. The instruction says it changes the facing of the camera. I think the camera is incorporated in the app, so it just makes a camera shutter noise. The button on the right hand side, however, it records your voice, and then later when you press it again, it will play that back to you. So I cook an egg with a spoon. I cook an egg with a spoon. That's what that button does. It has a button up here that has its pre-programmed sounds in it, so it's a bit difficult to find. I'm not sure exactly. So that was me pressing the top of the silicone here. So. Oh, it did a little sneeze. I find this button difficult to find. Again, I've had this for a few hours, so I'm not actually sure where the button is. I just worked it out. So if you put your nail like just next to the edge of this part here. That was a long one. So if you just put your nail like next to this part here and just press it, you don't need to press it very hard. It makes the noise. It doesn't have the same feeling. Like, it's not as mechanical as the shutter buttons. Like, you can hear that it makes a click noise, like how a computer mouse makes a click noise. This one, like, it doesn't. So it's similar to how on like the Furby, if you press like certain places to make it make a noise, but you don't feel a physical button. Oops. Yeah, it feels similar to that. I'm just gonna fix these ears for a second. When I got it, a few of the strings were not clipped, so there's a string here that hasn't been clipped yet. This one hasn't been clipped, and this one, which, like, that's chill. Like, I don't care. Someone else might care that it has some unclipped strings. I'll just clip them myself later. The box does come with the 3 batteries you need. They are round ones. I don't know what the size is. I might check that later. I might not. I'm probably going to mod this. I've never modded a Furby before, but I feel like this would be a pretty easy one to mod just because it's quite thin and I can tell it's like a whole plastic sphere underneath here, so I know I won't damage anything. It doesn't have moving parts that I could damage, and also I wouldn't feel bad because it's not my boy. I'm not gonna hurt my boy if I try and mod this. Anyway, that was that video. I'm gonna try to put the captions on it because I just watched it back and the audio is absolutely terrible. I don't know what's happening with the volume. Anyway, hope you had fun. Enjoy me not making eye contact the whole time. Bye. Gave you a little kiss.